All right, folks, we're going to switch over to the actual place we're at and see if we can get some gameplay started on Venom. Yeah, we saw an interview there with Brian and Dwight from SFGE earlier this year. So that was like the world premiere of the Venom, at least for me. But it was very early on. The game has only been announced for a week or two. So what we've done here, we've set up the game according to how they set up the game here in the arcade. They just changed a few rubbers. We're not going to do too much to it at this point. I'm just going to fly around and take some shots of the playfield and talk about some of the features of the playfield and talk a little bit about the differences from between the Pro and the Premium and kind of what's cool and what's not cool, right? So I'm assuming you guys can hear me okay, right? Yeah. There's a lot of new stuff hanging in my rig here, so that's kind of why I'm looking for things, for cues that are something is not right. Okay, I'm still in there. Perfect. Oh shit. All right, so let me just adjust the picture here a little bit. Sensitivity was a little bit low. Okay, I need to go get the rig. Cable snag. All right, we're looking at Venom Pro. This is a production game that came off the factory floor pretty recently. This is none of those prototype games that we saw at the recent pinball shows and at Comic-Con and so forth, right? And the only thing we've done here was swapped out the rubbers, put red rubbers on, white rubbers on the slingshots, and we're going to change like all the posts to the white ones that they usually use here. The main difference between this one, the Pro and the Premium, is that there's no kind of change the game thing. So this shot here is it's not on the Premium. It's more of a mechanism that goes through the play field, which diverts the ball either to one of the ramp blocks, or there's a mechanism that catches the ball, and there's another one where it just goes straight through it. On this side here, it's just a regular wire gate. There is a ramp flap or a playfield flap that kind of sends the ball either through the horseshoe or in the back. In the back there is there's a little gobble hole there, and I think there is another gobble hole on the Premium as well. I can't remember. Besides that, there's no other differences. Yeah, there's the doppelganger. So they kind of placed a plastic of him here. On the Premium, there's a mech that sits on an arm, like behind this ball collector or ball eject, whatever, and kind of swings out and presents these targets. And those targets are kind of like upside down stand-ups that very similar to the waggling target on the Razor Crest on Mandalorian. So so we changed the posts. There was a question in chat here. Is that we want the games to play fast here. That's why, and changing those to like a thicker white rubber so it's a super band post. Yeah. So the super band post basically send the ball back at the same velocity it hit the post, right? Because when you hit a post, these black ones, they sort of absorb a lot of the impact. The super bands do not absorb. basically send it back the same velocity. Yeah, so just running the latest code now. 0.91 came out just a couple of days ago. I have not looked that close on the release notes, but it was a bunch of fixes. I don't know if the Grendel regenerating fix is in there or not, but that's the one that kind of gives you points up in the billions because you can basically restart your multi-ball however many times you want, it kind of seems like. It's beautiful artwork by Zombie Yeti. So if anyone doesn't want to see anything else, I am going to put the rig over the game and get some gameplay in. The arcade opens here in just half an hour, so